This week,
a recap of the varsity football season.
A broadcast about Millard West caffeine addictions across the school.
DECA puts on their annual senior boys volleyball game.
A PSA on Red Shawl Day.
And a broadcast on Native American Heritage Month.
All this and more on the MWHS Wildcat News.
Welcome back, Wildcats. I'm Nate Baroker.
And I'm Carly Bailey.
On Friday, November 10th, the varsity football team took on the top-seeded Westside Warriors in the state semifinals. While the team lost 41-0, the season was as good as any.
MWHS Wildcat News broadcast editor-in-chief Logan Mosley and sports editor Nathan Delaney bring you the recap.
On Friday, November 10th, the 5th-seeded Millard West varsity football team traveled to Phelps Field, home of the top-seeded Westside Warriors, in search of reaching their first state championship since 2015. Millard West came to the game on a 4-game win streak, while the Warriors haven't lost a game since the state championship back in 2021. The first half started slow for both squads, as Millard West held the Warriors scoreless through the first quarter, thanks in large part to senior corner Jason Brexton's second interception in 3 games.
Yeah, I was just hoping that we could bring some energy and get a spark, hopefully start something, because we wanted to take the lead early. It's the only way we're going to beat them that game. Yeah, I knew I had to make some big plays in the playoffs if we're going to make a bigger run, so I'm glad it happened.
While the Wildcat offense was still held in check for the second quarter, the Warriors lit up the scoreboard, posting 20 points in the second quarter alone. The strong start for the Wildcat defense slowly broke down as the offense continued to put the defense in tough spots.
Just like the teammates around me kind of helped me just to improve, and also just getting more playing time as the year went on really just helped me improve. I was a little nervous at the beginning of the year, just had a lot of nerves. That's kind of how the games turned out, how they were. But then at the end, I feel like I was just more comfortable out there, and I knew I had a great squad behind me. So
the third quarter was more of the same, as Westside once again continued to put up more points, as in the third quarter they put up 21 to go 41-0. The game was out of reach at that point, and with the running clock, Millard West didn't have enough time to get any points on the board. Millard West's incredible season came to an end with a 9-3 record.
We just gotta go one quarter at a time. Just believe in ourselves. Just go one quarter at a time. It's just another game, honestly. Just try not to do too much. Just do your job.
With highlight wins against Omaha North and Creighton Prep and tough losses against Millard South and Lincoln Southeast, this loaded Wildcat squad will be remembered by many and will be one of the best teams Millard West has seen in its 29-year history.
I just kind of put myself in my same shoes as last year. I was super sad just seeing all the seniors cry. So I wanted to kind of put that look on my face for the juniors that are going to be coming up next year for sure. So I just wanted to be there for everybody and not really be crying. I was cracking jokes, just trying to talk to people, and not just cry the entire time.
For the MWHS Wildcat News, this has been your voices for Millard West football over the past 2 years. Nathan Delaney and Logan Mosley.
Congrats on the great season.
If you are interested in playing unified basketball through the Special Olympics, please contact Coach Bragg for more information. Practices will be on Sundays starting December 10th.
Are you addicted to caffeine? If so, you're not the only one. Catalyst editor-in-chief Quinn Burton and staff reporters Michaela Potter report on caffeine addictions around the school.
While walking the halls, you may notice students carrying a new accessory this school year. And no, it's not a Stanley tumbler or a North Face backpack, it's an energy drink. Teens are now looking towards a new means of caffeine to get through their day.
I would say I probably drink about 1 to 2 Red Bulls a day. If I don't have any at my house or just forget to grab some, I'll buy one from the vending machine. And plus, it's a plus because they're a little healthier than the ones I have at home because they're sugar-free.
Although many students may think consuming caffeine is positively impacting their productivity in school, caffeine causes increases in heart rate and blood pressure, as well as jitters and insomnia. However, it's not just students that are joining in on the trend, it's teachers as well.
I start every single day off with a energy drink. It's typically a Rockstar energy drink. 1 a day, that's all I do in the morning to get me going. And I don't use the ones that have sugar in it. It's just pure caffeine, just loads and loads of it.
Just across the street, a local coffee shop has recently jumped on the energy drink craze, along with other caffeinated beverages they sell to our students.
I would say about 50% of the people that come through in the mornings are from Millard West. A lot of them order either like a caffeinated beverage, or our infusions are really popular, which is just a Red Bull with a flavor and lemonade.
So next time you think about picking up your favorite caffeinated beverage, think of some of the consequences it may have.
This has been Michaela Potter
And Quinn Burton for the MWHS Wildcat News.
The International Theater Excellence Award Showcase was held on Tuesday, November 28th at 7 p.m. in the auditorium. It was an evening of educational and entertainment featuring students performing monologues, solo musical pieces, duets, screening their original films, stage management presentations, and prep construction. We were there, and we will bring you this story later on in the semester.
On Thursday, November 9th, the DECA department put on their annual senior boys volleyball game. Staff reporters Addison Sharkey and Aubrey Thomas have more.
Students took to the court on Thursday, November 9th for a fun-spirited volleyball game. Put together by DECA, the purpose of the game is to help raise funds for the yearly DECA trip taking place this year in California.
Yeah, so the trip is ICDC, which is International DECA. So basically, once we go to state, if you qualify there, you can go to internationals, and that's in California this year. So it's a pretty expensive trip, so we like to raise funds, so then it reduces the cost, so then more students have the opportunity to go.
As seniors played against one another in a friendly competition, the crowd enjoyed a game of lightheartedness and funny interactions. For many players, this was an opportunity to make new memories with fellow peers and friends.
The game was really fun. It was an opportunity to get together with my friends, play some volleyball, cheer them on.
Teachers agree that this is a good chance for students to get together and interact despite being in different clubs and activities, strengthening the Millard West community.
A part of the getting awareness, okay, but it's also just, I feel like we have kids from clubs, we have kids from different sports, we have people who are here that are supporting that you don't usually see because we're like connected to our own groups, so it's kind of bringing those different groups together.
This game was a great experience for everyone involved, from the players to the students and teachers planning it, but even more so for the team of seniors that wore black, winning 2-1.
Overall, everyone looks forward to attending more school activities like these, as they're a great way to bring people together and have fun. This has been Addison Sharkey
and Aubrey Thomas with the MWHS Wildcat News.
Winter sports have started. Check out the boys and girls basketball teams, swimming and diving, wrestling, bowling, unified bowling, hockey, and more as they compete all season. If you can't come to any home varsity basketball games, tune in on the Wildcat Sports Network, the official place to watch varsity sporting events.
Now a brief PSA by staff reporter Blake Kaler on Red Shawl Day.
From November 15th to 21st is Red Shawl Week. The week is part of Native American Heritage Month, focused on the celebration of Indigenous people. Red Shawl Week is aimed at raising awareness of the violence that Indigenous people, especially women and children, face each day. American women and Alaskan Native women are missing and murdered at a rate of more than 10 times the national average. You can show support by wearing a red shawl or red clothing throughout the week.
This weekend, the debate team is hosting their annual tournament. Good luck to all those competing.
Finally, staff reporters Jacob Larson and Jack Shenzi bring you a broadcast on Native American Heritage Month.
Native American Heritage Month is a month that celebrates the rich culture and heritage of Native Americans. The month was officially recognized in 1990 by President George H.W. Bush.
At Millard West, the Justice and Diversity Week have made a setup on the bulletin board just outside the library that has some fun facts and interesting things about the history of Native Americans.
The students update it every year to keep it relevant for the students who see it walking by.
So usually we just like reuse the stuff that we have from last year, but sometimes we have to like make different slides of like the foods, the actors, and like the other stuff, if that makes sense. Yeah. So like this year I think we still reused it, but last year we made a new one.
Native American Heritage Month celebrates many different cultures, as there are 574 federally recognized Native American tribes in the country and 9 that are in Nebraska.
There's a lot of things that I've learned from these bulletin boards that we're doing over here, and to be quite honest, it's really informative, and it keeps me informed and knowledgeable about the topics at hand.
While Native American Heritage Month can be used to spread the culture, it also puts awareness out there about crimes against Native Americans, specifically missing women, as there is currently 5,712 missing Native women and girls, but the U.S. Department of Justice only logged 116 cases.
It's basically just like kind of like celebrating. Well, we always try to like celebrate like every diversity month, but it's just like celebrating that culture and then also like raising awareness for those people, and especially for like there's been like a lot of missing Indigenous women, and so like spreading awareness with that.
This has been Jack Shenzi and Jacob Larson on the MWHS Wildcat News.
That's all for this week, Wildcats. Make sure to check out the Catalyst online for more stories like these and visit the radio station for news around the school and the metro area.
For the MWHS Wildcat News, this has been Carly Bailey
and Nate Broker.
We'll see you next time.